But this was Willard Aldridge. And he was one of the extravagant.
Oh, I see it's right here. Go up there, climb up there. There's people with flashes. Go ahead and check it out.
So you can actually see the body or just the coffin?
You're gonna see. You'll see his chair,
If you want to come out during the day,
his saddle,
the neat thing about
the shotgun, and everything. The whiskey's over here.
I heard that story since I was like 6.
Yeah, well, we went in there with a fiber optic cable.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I heard about the rocking chair and the gun.
Yeah.
If you want to find more about Mr. Aldridge, right here.
Okay, piece of equipment that we're going to talk about here, we have a Geiger counter. Okay, now ghosts are not radioactive, but the problem is that you get into a haunted location, a lot of times some of our psychics, some of our sensitives, they start feeling sick, they start getting headaches, stuff like that. What we do is we'll break this out and make sure there's no background radiation, because that will make you sick, it will give you headaches, make you dizzy, stuff like that. So it's one more piece of equipment that we use to double check what we're doing. We are a scientific-based group. I mean, just because somebody's got a feeling of something, they're psychic, we can't base an investigation on what somebody feels. We've got to have actual proof. Anything that we find, we do document. So if we have a radioactivity reading on it, we will document that. It will be listed on our website during the in the case notes. Any pictures we get, stuff like that, that's all put on our website, and we try to give the homeowners a copy of it. We do private in-home investigations. Anything that we do is absolutely free. We don't make any money off of any of this. This is our big yearly fundraiser that we do each year. This keeps us going. This lets us buy new equipment. Gives us stuff, you know, money for office supplies, stuff like that. That's about it for this one.
Of course it is.
The next one.
Here. I got it right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Is it Hattie Dodge? Yeah, I believe so. He's walking around. Flashlight right here.
Yeah, actually. Funny story about that is, you know what Gianetto's Pizza is?
Yeah.
My family owns it. And it's all the workers died in the tunnel in Gianetto's. And it was a funnel, they couldn't get out, the smoke, the fire. It's there.
I think you're supposed to follow Dad out.
Okay, we gotta go.
We're all broke up. We'll get it. Hey Kurt, you might want to wait for, I don't know, 50 people are following you. Right here. We're going this way.
Big one right there.
You guys want to fade around over this way? Be better for you guys?
This is the final resting spot of Hattie Dodge. Hattie's husband's buried on the other side of the cemetery. Hattie always wanted to be known as the wife of Wallace Dodge, and she always went by the name Mrs. Wallace Dodge. You'll be learning a little bit more about Wallace as we go through. And we wanted to point out Hattie that's out here in the cold. Her husband's entombed in his mausoleum.
Yeah, her husband was actually buried out here at one time, buried right here next to her. They dug him up, put him in the mausoleum when they got it finished. Nobody knows why they left her out here, though. We can't find anything on that. Okay, the equipment we want to talk about at this stop, your basic first aid kit. A lot of the places that we go to is out in the middle of nowhere. We normally try to go during the daylight time so we can scout out the area, see if there's any hazards out there that you can't see at night. We always get permission to anywhere that we go hunt. We actually got special permission to be in here tonight after dark. All cemeteries in the state of Indiana close at dusk, reopen at dawn. So no matter, even if it's not posted, they still close. You can still be arrested for trespassing if you're in there. So you always want to get permission first. First aid kit, if you get hurt, you have band-aids, whatever you need in there. Carry a cell phone on you. That's another very good thing to have at all times. Also carry some bug spray. That's what we use out here, especially in this area. Another good reason to have a cell phone, keep an eye on it. Sometimes your batteries will drain on you. Ghosts love to drain the batteries out of any of the equipment that you have.
It's happened several times.
You
Take it
can
in a
put
heart.
brand new batteries into a camera,
Brand
have
spanking
fully
new.
charged, and as soon as you step into the graveyard, the batteries will be dead. We get that all the time.
We've probably
Carry
got over
extra
2,000
batteries,
rechargeable
keep an eye
batteries
on
and
your
never
cell
recharging
phone.
it.
Don't throw the batteries away though if they get drained. What we found is a lot of times after the batteries are drained and they don't work and you get home later on that night, put them in, they'll be fully charged again. So you always want to keep a hold of them.
Spend a lot of money on batteries.
We've had cell phones that don't work, get outside the building, and they work.
We've had cemeteries where, you know, it won't work in the cemetery, you step onto the road, it works.
Sorry.
You'll notice in cemeteries that graves are marked with different types of materials, and in the Victorian times, some of the things you'll see are wrought iron crosses that were made locally by iron companies.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Foundries. This stone's made out of granite. It's a very durable stone. You'll see a lot of marble in a lot of cemeteries, like in the bigger cities. Sometimes you'll see life-size statues of the dead carved out of marble. And these statues were actually, a lot of them were carved in Italy, where many of the very good stone carvers lived. And eventually some of those marble craftsmen came to this country, and the marble was imported, and you could provide a picture of your loved one, and you could actually have their likeness produced in marble and placed on a grave. The bad thing about marble is it's a little bit softer and it doesn't hold up as well. As we go through the cemetery, you're going to see some, on the other side of this one, there's some very ornate graves. These markers are extremely expensive. So even if the person that's buried there didn't have a lot of money, their family had a lot of respect for them and wanted to show their respect by putting a lot of money into that marker. This is granite. You'll see different things as you go along, especially the older ones. Some of those are limestone and they're crumbling.
Let's do Merrifield first.
She's been waiting over there forever.
Yeah, I said it's right there.
How do you guys differentiate between orbs and dust and bugs?
When you've been in it, as long as we do orbs, we just toss them out. We
Yeah.
get so often. I mean, yeah, your first, 2-3 months doing it.
A ton on them here.
Yeah, the first couple of months you get them a lot.
You'll get
It's just, it gets old.
You'll
I'm
get-
looking for ectoplasm. I'm looking for full-bodied apparitions, stuff like that.
That and your atmosphere has a lot to do with it, too.
The other thing too is that with orbs, you can look at them if they got like a face or a design in them, then that's probably an orb. If there's a nucleus or something right in the center, then that's probably just dust.
Everybody around? Okay, you're about to meet Miss Kate Merrifield, who is buried here beside her father George.
Hi, I'm Kate Merrifield. I was born in 1839. I started teaching when I was 14 years old. Some of the people I've taught is Mayor Colfax and Congressman Shively. And I died in 1909. My husband died in 1905, and 4 years before I did. He went to California to get gold and could not find any and stole the gold that he came back with, and then ended up